Hello my friends, and welcome back to The Long Dark, Wintermute, the story mode of The Long Dark. My name is Sprocket, and currently we are here at Thompson's Crossing Community Hall, where we've got the survivors all safely gathered and being looked over by the good Reverend. So we have an objective for this episode. We are still missing some items to put in the cupboard here. We need to gather some antiseptic or old man's beard. Looks like 2 of those. And we also need a bunch of firewood. And then that is going to complete the main objectives. Things will unfold, I think. New objectives will appear as soon as we accomplish those. I'm sure of it. So that is our objective at the moment. We're going to head out and begin the process of searching. Alright, let's just make sure there's no wolves before I go walking into the unknown here. Alright, another thing, we could potentially go over here to the bunker that we searched across the bridge there, because I got a comment that I left behind the Mukluk boots, which are probably better than the boots we currently have on. So I'd like to swap these out and put those on for warmth. I did gather a little bit of cured leather. You may have noticed the kitchen that we came out of looked a little nicer. I did straighten up a little bit. Got our guns into 100% condition, and I repaired our clothing the best I could. I'm missing the rabbit skin to kind of fix these up, so I may want to grab a rabbit and get that curing just so we can fix up our mittens. But otherwise, our clothing is in good shape, and I did get our guns back into pretty good condition here. Anyway, let's go ahead and begin searching. Now, I thought we could look for the antiseptic in some of these houses. I'm pretty sure that as I was searching and looting these houses, I did leave behind the antiseptic as I came across it because I didn't really understand how much we needed. So I'm going to search some of these houses, and I'm pretty sure we'll find some rather quickly. I do remember seeing a lot of... there we go. First one, antiseptic in the cabinet there. That's probably going to be it for this house. Unless there's some in the bathroom. There could be some like in the medicine. Is there a medicine cabinet here? Okay, we're going to try the next house. We'll try the medicine cabinet. That seems to be a pretty common place. Let's get our gun out. And I'm excited to see where things go from here. Once we... I see some wood here. Let's grab this. Which, by the way, those pallets. These pallets should be able to be broken down. Yeah, so we have a bunch of wood right here. We could potentially grab these to complete the objective. I still want to go to the bunker, though, and try to get those mukluks. Let's head inside this house. We'll check the... Can I get over there? We'll check in here for more of the antiseptic. Let's put away our gun so I don't accidentally shoot my toes off. Let's check for antiseptic. Oh, hey, there we go. Right in the cabinet. Okay. And medical. Yep. See, we just have... It's just everywhere. So we have plenty of antiseptic. Alright, so now we just need the firewood. Alright, let's get our gun out. Can I get over this? There we go. Okay, so I do want to go to the bunker. And there are some wax logs, or I guess they're just called fire logs. Those fire logs in real life, I think they make them in all different colors. Like you can get ones that burn with like a purple flame, or different colors of flames. Anyway, I'm just going to drop our antiseptic here. Just to kind of lighten up. We'll be heading back inside very shortly. Let's make our way across the river. And we're going to check out the bunker. I don't think it shows up on our map anymore because we completed it. Oh, okay, it is still there. The prepper cache. So that is where we're heading. Looks like it's just not yellow anymore. If you have an active objective location, I think it's actually highlighted in yellow. So we completed the objective at this prepper's cache. But I did leave behind some loot, so we're going to grab that. This is actually probably considered pretty good weather for Pleasant Valley, even though it's getting a little bit nasty. Visibility is actually still pretty good, and we're not cold, so I'll take that as a win. If I see any sticks, I'm going to grab them. Just hope I don't accidentally shoot my toes. Don't recommend juggling firewood while you're holding a loaded gun. Probably not a safe practice. Could do a little bit of jogging. Got a lot of energy today. Hey, and there's the old man's beard, if we needed it. Okay, the bunker, I believe, is on the other side of this rock. Nope, we've already passed it. So it's over here, right? Maybe around the back side. All right, bunker. I do have some rabbits right there. Okay, I would like to take a look at what it takes to repair my rabbit skin mittens. It's going to take 1 cured pelt and 1 cured gut. So I may grab that rabbit. Okay, here's the Mukluks. They are at 31%, so that was my mistake. I compared almost ruined shoes to almost brand new shoes. So let's fix these up. And by the way, here's the fire logs.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Is there anything else we need? We got books. Ooh, and a knife. I don't think I even saw that when we came here before, did I? Let's just see what's in here. What did I leave behind? Fire striker. We don't need that. Cloth. Don't really need that. And water. Okay, I'll take the water.
Nobody needs this anymore.
In fact, I'm going to drink some of it right now. Take care of that thirst. In real life, it is actually really, really helpful if you, you know, I'll take those just in case. In case we can't fix up our mittens. Those gloves might be better. Got another revolver. Okay, that one's already empty. As I was saying, in real life, if you are in a cold environment, like a winter survival environment like this, it actually is really important to stay hydrated. You think it might make you colder to drink cold water or, you know, just be drinking lots of water. But it actually helps your body to regulate the heat a lot better and keep you warm. It also, annoyingly, and I have done lots of winter camping, guys, an annoying side byproduct of that is you do have to go to the bathroom a lot when you're drinking lots of water, staying warm. And it's so annoying when it's freezing cold. You know, like, for example, if you're in your sleeping bag trying to stay warm and you're drinking all this water, then you have to get out. And it is a little bit annoying. And there are ways of dealing with that. That's all I'm going to say. There's ways of dealing with that that people in cold environments have come up with. But anyway, let's head back. Oh, you know what? I'm going to take the time to fix up these shoes. Let's figure out the true condition of these, if we can get these fixed up. Also, those gloves I just picked up. If we run out of leather, we can harvest those. Good. We're up to 86. Let's do one more. Hopefully I don't fail. Nice, 100%. Let's take a look now, compare these shoes side by side. So these are Astrid's boots, providing a warmth of 1 degree. And really all I look at, I kind of ignore these other factors except for speed. So the ones I really look at, I look at warmth, speed, and the weight. These other ones are just kind of a bonus in my opinion. So she's currently at a 1 degree warmth bonus with those. Oh my gosh, you are absolutely right. That is a huge jump for only half a degree of weight. And they're the same speed. So incredible. Thank you for that comment. I must admit, guys, I don't know all of the different clothing, what is better and what is worse. So I do appreciate these comments. We're going to wear these, and they look amazing. I just love the way the Mukluks look. As I've mentioned before, I think they remind me of Gandalf's boots from an old poster that I used to have hanging up in my room as a kid. And of course, I love Gandalf, so I even bought a kit, a leather kit, Tandy Leather. It's a leather store nearby, and they actually sold a kit that made boots that looked just like these, and I actually bought them and made them. All right, we're going to drop Astrid's boots, leave them here. If we need them, we can always come back. They're not going anywhere. It is getting dark. You know what? I'm going to try to get a rabbit. We'll come back here, and we'll let the skin and the gut start to cure as we sleep in the bunker, I think. Yeah, I definitely have a storm coming in. I am actually going to drop some of this weight. There we go. It's going to help us to get more lightweight. Let's get our gun out just in case. And we're going to try to take out a rabbit, probably with a rock, I would think. We could, I mean, in theory, we could just shoot it. We've got so many bullets. Maybe I'll just shoot one. Do we need two? Do we need two rabbits? I might take two. Because if we're going to cure one pelt, we may as well get two curing. I'm going to use a rock on this one. He's coming right at me. It's good we got him on the bounce there.
It's dusk.
Thank you, little guy.
Far behind.
Get our rock. Okay, now we're going to be attracting wolves. Let's reload. Boy, I've never encountered so many timber wolves as I have on this playthrough. They're just everywhere. But it is giving me a little confidence in dealing with them.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Okay, ooh, we're in the darkness. I can hardly see anything. Pure darkness. However, we don't really need light in order to harvest these guys. Where are you, rabbits? Let's harvest these guys up. We may as well harvest everything. We want the hide and the guts. I wouldn't mind getting the meat, so it doesn't go to waste. We're going to use our hunting knife. That is going to take... how much time? I don't see. It's probably right in front of me. But anyway, we're going to get all of it. Okay. Let's get the second rabbit. There we go. Yeah, there's the time. Now I can see it. 49 minutes. Let's go ahead and harvest. Okay, normally I would put the meat outside. Right now I'm just going to make sure I drop the guts and the hides. Let's see if we can get those curing. Here we go. Got 2 hides and 2 guts. And then let's get our lantern out so we can find our way to the bed. Okay, there's our guts. Alright, let's get some sleep. Are we hungry? We're kind of hungry and kind of thirsty. We got this MRE we could eat. What else? We got some energy bar. You know, let's go for the MRE. It is heavy. Get some water. I think I'm going to sleep really well because I can hear the sound of the water dripping. I love that sound effect in here. Yeah, a little bit of the wind in the background and the water dripping. I think I'm going to have a good night's sleep. So let's go ahead and put out our lantern. We'll sleep for... Let's go for 11 hours, I think. I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, good morning, everybody. Looks like the sun is up. Got some nice light to see by. Still pretty early. All right, now as I pick up these guts, we are going to get a little bit smelly. So I got to be extra vigilant as we are traveling back. Make sure that we're not attracting the wolves. Well, of course we're going to be attracting the wolves. I'm going to break down. You know what? Before we leave, let's grab some of this wood. I don't know how much wood we need, and I would rather break down the crate here in the safety of this bunker than to be breaking it down. The pallets that we saw, those are outside and could leave me a little bit vulnerable. Okay, that hopefully is enough. Let's get a drink. We could also eat some of our MRE this morning. Just finish that off. Okay, I'm going to leave the meat outside in case we ever need to come back. Okay, we'll leave the meat here. We'll take the guts. Get out our gun. And it looks like we might have the wind at our back as we travel. The only problem with that is it's going to be blowing our smell towards the wolves in the direction that we're heading. But we don't have that far to go. Man, look at all these logs. Are they building houses with those? Wonder what that's about. We still haven't heard from Molly for a while. She's somewhere out in these woods, I would imagine. She probably sees where we're moving, and then if we're getting close to her, she probably just leaves. We do owe her our life. She did save our life. She obviously has her reasons for doing what she does. Let's carefully pick these up without shooting our toes, and we'll head inside. Alright, let's turn these in. All these items we just picked up. Now, before I turn it in, I did get a comment that I should stock up on our bullets. I think that might be all we need. Got a comment that we should be ready for whatever happens. I don't know what that means, but anyway, let's drop off all this stuff and see if it ticks off our completion. Okay, that took care of the antiseptic. Now for the firewood. Hopefully we have enough. So we're at 30 out of 48. Let's go harvest up. Oh, I do need more tinder plugs, actually. Let's go harvest up those pallets that are outside. We got plenty of time. Okay. Sun is still early in the day. Getting a little bit cold. We're here for some farm fresh produce. Actually, no, we're here for the pallets. I'm going to get down low just in case a wolf wanders by. Let's keep an eye on our cold meter. Oh, did I see something in there? No. Alright. Let's grab this pallet. It's going to give us 12 pieces of wood. That should be plenty, I would think. Alright, we got a full-on blizzard now, I think. Oh, you know what? I still have those smelly guts on me, and I didn't drop them. I should have dropped those and the pelts. Just wasted a bunch of time, and I was attracting wolves the whole time. I do tend to forget to do this part. Dropping the items to cure. That was lucky. I could have attracted a wolf and got attacked there. Okay, hopefully we've got enough wood now. Let's see what happens here. Let's see. Wood, where are you? So we're up to 35. 40.8. Man, I really thought that would put us over the top. So we got to go back for just a little bit more in a blizzard. It's alright though. We got really warm clothing. I could just wait it out, I guess. I could pass some time, maybe. Oh, that's alright. We'll just try to... Oh, did I get all of it? I guess I did. Alright, I'm going to check inside the houses. Oh, you know what? I can break down... Can I break these boards down? Alright, let's go inside. Okay, we got some wood here we can break down. The planks, yeah, it will let us break those down. It's nice we have our hatchet. I should probably do some sharpening. Can I break this down? I should probably sharpen the hatchet and get it back up into good shape. Do I have a whetstone? I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't have a whetstone. Okay, it does sound like the storm has passed. I'd like to see how cured these items are. I wonder how long it takes to cure them. %12 cured and 20% cured. One thing we could do, I don't know if it's worth it or not, but I could just spend some time here. We could like sleep a day or two, and we got plenty of food to eat. Let's drop this firewood first of all. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to sleep. Maybe I'll do a quick time lapse or something here, but I think it would be nice to get our gloves up to good condition. Let's go ahead and get some food to eat. I'm going to eat some of the bad food, actually. We've got all these cans here. If we get sick, we got pills we can take. I think I'm actually smashing open this can. Do I have a can opener? There's one right there. We'll save the condition on our knife. Use a can opener instead. And we get more calories out of the food. So she may get sick here, guys. Because we're kind of eating bad quality food. There we go. And we didn't get sick. 5% peaches. How did we not get sick eating 5% canned peaches? I don't know. I guess she's just getting used to it. Let's get a drink. So one nice thing I have noticed about the story mode is we can sleep. So for example, you look in the bottom left corner at our eye meter, the tiredness. We are hardly tired at all. However, on this playthrough, the story mode, you can sleep as long as you want. It's pretty incredible. So let's go ahead and sleep. We're essentially just waiting for the guts and the hide to cure. And it's still going to be nighttime, so we're going to get a drink and sleep a little bit longer. See, how much time do we need to sleep? Let's go for 5 hours. Nice. Okay, we'll pick up our bedroll. I want to check on these. Nice, guys. All right, I'm going to do a jump cut here, so we'll be back here as soon as these are cured. I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, guys, welcome back. I have cured the guts and the rabbit pelts. It actually took longer than I thought it would. We ended up eating a lot of food. I had to make water just to stay hydrated. These are all the cans of food that we went through. But we successfully waited out the cured guts. So we are going to repair our mittens, and I hope it was worth it. I think it will be. All right, mittens, where are you? We'll use our lower conditioning kit. Hopefully I don't fail, because we do lose materials if we fail. Nice, 100% condition on the rabbit mittens. I'm going to put the rest of the equipment in here, the repair, like the guts and the hide, in case we need it. Alright, now let's go ahead and deposit the rest of our firewood. I hope I have enough here. Let's try 7, see where that leads us. Okay, not quite enough. I'm going to transfer all of it. Still not enough. So we just need a tiny bit more firewood. I could do a coal. Should we try 1 piece of coal? Let's see how much that gives us. Oh, that did it. Nice. Completed objective. Add supplies to Hall's kitchen storage. And we've got the Hippocratic Oath accomplishment in the bottom corner as well. Okay, new objective. Talk to Father Thomas. Alright, before I talk to him, let's just make sure we have everything we need. I think we're good. I did pick up the bullets. I might take... Should we take the MRE? We're not quite heavy yet. Let me see what our food situation is. Got the MRE. We're actually looking pretty good on food. I might take one more crackers and a little bit of water. All right, let's go talk to him. Oh. Oh, hello there. Didn't see you get up there. Feel kind of weird talking to him down below. We're just gonna walk over here. Hello, Father. Can I talk to you?
Thank you for your efforts. You have likely saved the lives of all these people. They now have a fighting chance to last through this storm. You have done God's work here, and He will forever look favorably upon you.
Thank you, Father. Do you think while looking favorably on me, He could also help me find a way out of here?
As I said, the usual paths are blocked. But the blizzard, it may have displaced enough snow to...
To what?
There is another route. It's a dangerous one. Through the mountains.
I'll take my chances. I really need to get to Perseverance Mills. If things are this bad here, they'll be worse. Look, I just need to get there. Can you help me?
An entrance to the old coal mine. If the blizzard moved enough snow, you might be able to get in there. It passes through the mountain. After that, you'll find the highway. It follows the coastline. Follow the highway, and God willing, you'll get to Perseverance Mills. Here, I'll draw it on your map for you.
Thank you, Father.
My thanks to you, my child. And if you'll permit an old priest an indulgence, I'd like to share some wisdom with you.
Go ahead, Father.
Your burden. I see it weighs heavily on you.
I don't know what you mean.
Yes, you do. You do not have to carry it alone.
Look, thank you, Father. But religion isn't really...
I don't say this as an attempt to sway your thinking or help you find faith. But find something, someone, to help with your burden. Otherwise it will consume you.
Look around you, Father. I think the Lord may have His hands full right now. Whatever burdens I may have, they're mine to bear. And mine alone.
However crowded his table, there is always a seat for you, my child.
I'll keep it in mind, Father. Here, you should take this back.
Keep it, my child. I fear you will have need of it before this long winter is done.
Okay. Well, Father, we will keep the necklace to remember you guys by. New objective, leave the community hall. Okay, it sounds ominous. I think we're going to be making our way to that mine. Anyway, Father, we will keep the beads to remind us of you and the adventure we had here saving these people. Also, those beads can be used as pacing measurements. A lot of rangers and people in the military will actually have these beads they carry with them as they walk. They can kind of count the beads and help them keep track of how far they've covered in distance. So even if we're not religious, we're going to use them for our purpose, for a practical use. That was kind of an ominous thing. It makes me think we're not going to be coming back into this hall again. So, what do we want to take with us? I might take the tools. Don't really see a need for them, but if we don't get... If I'm not super heavy, I may just take what I can here. Let's just look through our inventory. Do we want to take the bow, maybe? We've got arrow shafts and arrow heads. There's a broken arrow. I can take the pelt and the cured gut. And by the way, we're not going to be smelly now. If we travel with those guts that are cured, they're not going to be a problem for us. I think we're good. How's our pry bar? Should we swap out? So ours is 99%. I think we're good there. I'm going to take all the arrows. And then bow. I'll take a torch. Let's take all these shells. I think that's probably it. That's probably good enough. We're still not heavy. That's awesome. Let's take the crackers with us. How are we doing for water? 3 liters. We got plenty of water. Before we leave, I will get a drink. It might make us heavy. Yep, there we go. Now we're heavy. Great. All of our meters are full. It's a great way to start out the day, I guess. Full meters as we head out. We got plenty of bandages. Okay, should I take the stems? Yeah, I probably should. All right, we are ready to go. Say goodbye to the father and the moose. All the passengers we helped. Oh no. Molly, what are you up to?
Hello, Molly.
Wow, I hate to be a foregone conclusion.
Well, I don't seem to get a lot of other calls out here.
I want to know something. Why did you work so hard to help those strangers? Would they have done the same for you?
I have no idea.
I doubt they would. You probably work all day, every day. Bust your ass to help people, delivering babies or researching or whatever it is you do. Does anyone really notice?
I'm not sure, but I don't do it for that.
You don't do it for recognition because you don't get any.
What is this about, really?
I could have been something, too. Something more than a farmer's wife. Something more than a cattleman's daughter.
I'm sure you could have, Molly.
Don't patronize me. I could have been something, but I let him stop me. I let myself be small so he could feel like somebody. I gave up everything for him, and to him, I didn't even exist. I let him make me small. Less than nothing.
What happened to him, Molly?
You wouldn't understand.
Did he hurt you? Did you kill him?
There's different ways to hurt people. Some ways heal. Other ways never do. And I told you. The wolves killed him. Never mind that. I called to tell you something.
What did you call to tell me, Molly?
There's an old radio tower. On the top of the hill, overlooking my farm, you can see the tower from my porch. Not sure if you can get it working, but the radio up there would be good enough to reach Perseverance Mills. You could maybe find out about your guy. The precious mystery thing that you hope he has.
A radio? But why'd you wait so long to tell me?
Well, I didn't know if it'd work. And, also, girl gets lonely out here, I guess. It was nice to have someone to talk to.
Wow, Molly. A new objective, go to Signal Hill. It sounds like we have a storm outside. Oh, man, Molly. So, I have some thoughts on that. Maybe as we travel to the tower, I can tell you. Well, for one thing, she reminds me of the subject of a song you may have heard. Sonny Came Home. It's about a lady. It's based on a true story, by the way. A lady who was abused by her husband and just finally went crazy, and she killed him and burned the house down. And was actually found by, I believe, a jury found her not guilty because she had been so abused and just kind of snapped. And reminds me of Molly, actually. The other thing she said that instead of being a cattle woman or a farmer's wife or something, that she could have become something. And it's all about perspective. You know, what if she wanted to be a farmer? What if she wanted to be a housewife? Anyway, let me check on the weather before I comment on that. Okay, weather is bad. We've got to wait this out. Okay, yeah. So what I was saying is, it reminds me, there was a study done on how happy people are in their workplace, They found people who found they were happy, and it doesn't really have to do with how much money you make. It's all about your mindset, really. And for example, they said that they interviewed different people. One of the people they interviewed was this guy who was a janitor at a hospital. You know, there are plenty of people making more money than him at the hospital, doctors and nurses and surgeons and things like that. But he was so happy. They found him. They asked him in the interview why he was so happy, and he said, because my job is every bit as important, keeping this hospital clean for the patients that are getting surgery and, you know, are suffering, making it a clean environment for them. He said, my job is every bit as important. And so he found purpose and meaning in his job, you know, and felt that even though, you know, you think somebody who empties the trash and sanitizes the toilets, they might be grumpy about their job. I could have become something. I could have been a doctor or whatever. No, he was happy. He found joy and enjoyment in what he did because of the way he looked at what he did. You know, I think Molly could use a little bit of that medicine. You know, you should do what you want to do and do it because you want to do it. And obviously she didn't want to be a farmer, which is too bad, you know. But there's plenty of people who find a lot of joy in raising a family, or, you know, obviously her husband was terrible. I can't speak to that. I'm going to pass a little bit of time. May as well sleep. It's not going to bother us, so we'll just wait out this storm, and hopefully we'll have some energy to travel to the top of Signal Hill. Okay, storm is still going. I'm just going to pass time. Let's wait for this to pass. This is the Pleasant Valley that I know and love. The blizzards. Man, they're going to force us to spend the night here, aren't they? Let's go one more hour. If it doesn't pass, we're just going to head out. I mean, we're just going to sleep here. Okay, so it did not pass. Sun is setting. We probably don't have enough time to do much. So I'm going to drink up. We'll just sleep the whole night here and then head out. I'll see you guys in the morning. Okay, good morning. Still a little bit on the dark side. Let's get a drink and we'll sleep just a little bit longer. Maybe 3 hours? Let's go for 4. Should give us... yeah, let's do 3. It should give us enough light. Oh my gosh, this storm... sounds like it's actually getting worse. We'll sleep for 2 hours. I'm not going to travel in a blizzard. But you guys were right. You told me as soon as we completed the quest, it would trigger these blizzards. Let's just pass time. I'm going to pass time until it quits. A little bit ridiculous. I mean, seriously? Alright, let's get some food.
I've been so hungry in my life.
May just have to go out in the storm. So we're gonna run out of food. Well, it's a little bit excessive. Try it again.
Horse.
Let's make sure we don't lose our well fed. This is crazy, guys. Are we just meant to travel out in the blizzard? I mean, I've never had a blizzard go this long. Let's heat up and then we're gonna head out. Let's sort by weight. Signal Hill. Okay, well, I think there are bears over in that direction. Let's head over to the store. I mean, this is... yeah, we can't travel in this. It's going to wear out all of our clothing. Be nice to get away from all that coughing. All the sick people. Get a little bit of fresh air, I think. The smell in there... it wasn't overwhelming, but it was starting to just bring me down emotionally. All the coughing and everything. Just need some alone time, I think. Let's, shoot. Sun has gone down again. I think we just have to sleep here one more time. We'll sleep for 12 hours, I guess. And I'll see you guys. Actually, am I thirsty? Yeah, we better get a drink first. Just about to pull the trigger on sleeping, and I realized I gotta drink up. All right, I'll see you guys in the morning. Hey, what do you know? We got another storm. It briefly lit up, I heard. Let's sleep for 3 hours. Okay, well, I think we're just destined to travel in the storm. Let me see how much water. We probably need to get some water from the community hall before we head out. Okay, well, it sounds like we are... actually, you know what? It sounds like we are not going to be locked out of the community hall. We're going to have to come back this way to get to the coal mine. So I think I will drop some of these items then after all. I'm going to make a little pile here of things we may want to take with us if or when we leave this area. I'm actually going to harvest this. And then we'll drop the bow and the arrows. We're going to drop 20 of these probably. And we'll drop 13 of these maybe. And then we can drop the extra torch, drop the bow. We'll drop 2 of those. I'm going to keep the food. Actually, maybe I'll drop 2 of them. 3 of them. Can drop the kit for now. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Let's get some water and head out. There we go. Alright, we're heading into the storm. Would be nice to get a little bit of a coffee or a tea or something. Let's just see how far we can get. So we're actually not even cold. Oh yeah, now we're cold. Okay. Let's get some coffee. If we're going to travel in this, we may as well have the warmth bonus. Don't know how long it will last, but I'm going to grab one of these. Use our torch. I guess we're about out of firewood, aren't we? We do have the coal. Sure, why not? Okay, well, let's cook one more herbal tea, I guess. I need some more sticks, so I'm going to grab a couple of these. We will harvest them. I'm kind of worried about this blizzard, guys. Wonder what it's going to do, because our visibility is going to be so low. That's actually a good torch. Okay, let's drink one of these cups of coffee. There's a hot one. Get a little bit of warmth bonus out of that. Now let's go. Fortunately, we do have the road to guide us. You can see our temperature dropping very quickly. Ooh, we got an earthquake. And we got wolves. Get out of here, wolves. Right. Think they'll come back? I wonder if they're going to come back for more. Yep. Maybe not. Visibility is so bad. should be the barn or the something over here. Is that the barn? Yeah, so here's the barn. I'm just gonna keep going. This is gonna make her clothing all wet and frozen. But I would not want to be Astrid right now, out in a blizzard facing wolves. I mean, she's pretty hardcore. Wonder if we'll run into a bear. That's like the ultimate test of Astrid's will, I think. Yeah, so we're still warm. I think the coffee helped a lot. We'd be taking a lot of damage right now if we didn't have that. Another wolf? Oh, it's the dead prisoner. What time is it? It's still early. Let's go in the barn, check our condition. Might be easier to wait out the storm.
My fingers feel numb.
Grab some sticks. Okay, we made it to safety. Alright, let's check our clothing. How frozen are we? Nothing looks wet, actually. Oh, okay, it is a little bit wet. Here we go. Not too bad, actually. Can I break any of this down for firewood? This will? Yeah, I probably could. 38 minutes. Let's break this down. We are warming up. We're waiting out the storm. Gosh, guys, I don't know if that storm's gonna quit. Should we pass a little bit of time? Can these planks be broken down? Yeah. I'm just gonna keep passing time and see if this blizzard will go away. Nope. Okay, well, I think we are destined to go to the top in the blizzard. Let's drop some of these. We'll keep a little bit with us. Maybe drop a few sticks. Alright, let's get out our gun. See if we can get to the signal tower. Fortunately, I know the way. Now, there can be a bear, but I don't think he'd be out in a blizzard. It's going to be this way a little bit. Ooh, I hope I don't get lost. get out the big guns. Okay, our coffee is worn off. Just kind of going off memory where I think we have to go. Could get a sprain here. We've got the map. Oh, nice. Map is going to help a lot. Let's bandage. Was it letting up? I'm gonna go to the road.
Gotta warm up somehow.
Okay, I could probably just head up this way now. Yeah, we're heading straight for the signal tower. Well, I tell you what, without the map, this would be so much harder. I can hear crows. Oh, we found it, guys. Why are there crows out here?
I've never felt so cold in my life. The radio tower. So I have a chance, at least.
I heard crows. I wonder why they're here. Alright, let's hope it's not locked. Whoa. Oh no.
Bodies, Molly.
So we do have some supplies. A fire barrel.
What have we here?
Nice. I'll take it because I don't know if it's better than what we have. Anyway, let's search this guy. Let's grab these arrows. Alright, let's get inside.
Can only hope the radio in here is in better shape than everything else in the valley.
New objective. Use a radio. Hello? Molly? Anybody here? Don't see anybody. Here's the radio. Let's get our light out. Make it a little easier to see. Well, at least we can get warm and dry. Looks like there's some loot. Well, guys, I think this is where we're going to call it an episode. Thank you so much for coming along. Before you click away, please take a minute, just press the like button. I'd really appreciate it if you'd enjoyed the episode and I want to leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Just leave a comment or an emoji or something. Hopefully you're already subscribed so you don't miss out. But most importantly, guys, I do hope to catch you in the next episode. Take care.